Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor X here with Good Clean Gaming RX, and today I am back in Eco. This is actually the competitive server. I've set up a government building here, just on the edge of the desert. There's my little campsite, which I'll probably end up removing and placing somewhere else. But yeah, this is kind of the government building. I know it's a bit lopsided just due to where all the rooms are and all that kind of stuff. But I've got 3 different currencies set up with the mint up here. With the 3 mints up here, I've got one team A, one team B, and a global currency that I've just called dollars. I've got a bank account that we've got set up with my account, and then a treasury account. I'm not sure how to do all of the transfers and everything to get stuff transferred from this treasury account to the government treasury account. So that'll have to be finalized once I get that all started up and working. And then I've got another room here for just placing down other necessary government shops and items. I am going to go ahead and set up an elections bureau here. I'm still feeling a bit under the weather. There we go, crafting, board of elections, there we go. There we go. And we'll go ahead and we'll put one of these up. We'll do this right here. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll set up the election process. So, and this is going to be for team A or team B. So this will be team A leader. All right. And voters will just be team A. All right. Oh, vetoers. Okay. I guess there's not a world leader position yet. Maximum election hours will be 24. Minimum percent of eligible voters required. Will be 10%. Percent of all voters to instant win will be 51%. Percent of all voters to instant lose will be 51% as well. And election early when this percent have voted. Let's bring this down to 80. Minimum days between elections of this type. Let's go with 2. And we'll leave this anonymous as well. And we'll set that to admins just so that we do have someone who can veto something if that's necessary. I don't really think it will be, but we'll leave that like that. And let's see here, the election process to determine a leader for team A. Alright, and we'll go ahead and add that. And we'll add that to the Law and Restructuring Act that I've got going. Actually, we'll add a new election. Alright, and we'll go ahead and do another one here. And this one will be for Team B. Team B leader. Vetoes will be admin. Everything else, of course, will stay the same. This one will be brought down to 80%, anonymous, and we'll set 2 days between elections of this type, just so that there's some stability. Of course, that basically just limits how often this election can be created. necessarily change the world leader right off the bat. Okay, so both of those are in. I'm going to go ahead and create one more. So we'll have to put another one into place. There we go. It was kind of backwards, but oh well. Alright, and this one is going to be, let's see here, this is going to be everyone. And no, this is not the way to do it really. I guess we can set this one up for world leader. Alright, and this will be voters will be everyone, vetoers will be admins again, anonymous voting, we'll leave that one unchecked, and minimum number of days between election we'll set to 4, just so that we have some amount of stability, and we'll leave that, the rest of that how that is, and we'll go with that. Okay, so those are now some elections set up for electing leaders for either of the teams and the world leader. And I'm going to go ahead and complete that one. Oops, there we go. We'll go ahead and start an election here for the multi-process. There we go. And auto-complete that one. And that one has passed. So we can now vote for a team leader. And Demographic Census Bureau, I may have to set up another one of those. Elected titles on the government team leader. Okay, good. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this. Election process is going to be Team A leader. Eligible candidates will be Team A. Required of the candidate. Let's see here. I think that really is going to be good. Sorry, I'm still getting over my cold. It's moved down to my throat, and so I'm a bit raspy and coffee today. These are demographic requirements, so they'll at least be active. And they also must be Team A. Max occupants just 1. Successor, who can remove from office admins, term limit 4 days. Total terms allowed 2. Consecutive terms allowed 1. So you can have a maximum number of 8 days in office. Just so that we have multiple leaders. Yeah, that'll give everyone a fair shake. And let's see here. Can set treasury taxes. No. Can use treasury bank account. No. Has government banking privileges. There we go. Alright, perfect. Okay, required of office holder. I guess we'll just set a demographic requirement that says that they have to stay in Team A. There we go. And backup owner. Not sure exactly what that does. He trends to this backup owner. Become unowned. We'll set this one to... Actually, we'll have to set up a new demographic for that. So, and then for currency, we'll just set this one. Currency, we'll go with Team A coins. Amount per hour, we'll leave that at, let's do this at 5. Online and offline hours, and goes from treasury bank account. Alright. So you'll get 5 coins per hour. Not a whole lot, but you know, you'll be able to get this really does not have a whole lot of power, and I don't want it to have a whole lot of power. This is more just a someone that people can look to and kind of address issues or whatever, and we'll leave that. We'll add a new election, and we'll do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and we'll set up another one, and this will be for Team B leader. Kind of the same thing. This one will be a Team B leader election. Eligible candidates will be people from Team B. Required of candidates. We'll just go with that. Max occupants. 1 successor who can remove. Consecutive terms allowed. We'll set this to 1, set this to 2, set that to 4. Has government banking privileges and can set global markers. Backup owner. Yeah, we'll just leave that like that. Currency is going to be Team B currency. Amount per hour is going to be a number and going to be... we'll set this to 5 again. Online and offline, and wage source bank account is going to be treasury bank account. Okay. And we'll go ahead and we'll add that one. Multi-title election. Okay, so now we have Team A and Team B leaders. And we'll go ahead and we'll leave those how that is. Change elected titles. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start election. And auto-complete that one as well. Specific actions, removal, and resign from office. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to a ballot box. Here we go, and we'll put one up right here. And I'm going to go ahead and actually enter an election. Start an election. This will be for Team A leader. Start an election. I'm going to go ahead and enter the election. Oops, Team A leader election. There we go, and speech object is not set. There we go, and we'll go ahead and do that, and I'm going to go ahead and vote. No, we'll just go Finn, anonymous citizen, voted for Raptor X, and I'm now the world leader. So I should be able to now go up and access. There we go, create government account, and this one is going to be Team A taxes. Alright, and account users will be team A leader. There we go. And authorized consumers. No, we definitely want, let's see here, advanced settings. Team A government taxes to be used only by team A. Alright, we'll go ahead and submit that. Alright, and not sure exactly what this is going to reference there, but we'll go ahead and leave that. And I'm going to go ahead and create another government account, and this one is going to be Team B taxes. There we go. And Team B taxes can be Team B leader. There we go. And so they'll be able to set taxes and all that kind of stuff on that. Let's see here, government account for Team B taxes. There we go. And we'll submit that one. Okay, good. So now I'm going to go ahead and we'll get into the court down here. And I set up, there we go, a currency control. So the overachiever taxes are going to go into the global treasury bank account so that those can be dispersed. This is the overachiever 7 taxes. Currency repatriation, so this then allows the currency to go back into people who are not on either Team A or Team B. Every hour they're going to get a certain amount of currency from either Team A or Team B currency, or both Team A and Team B currency, that can be used in any of the Team A or Team B shops to purchase things which they can then use for their personal use or for building roads or whatever. Yes, and we'll just leave that like that. I'm not sure whether I'm going to prevent sales of goods to a Team A or a Team B from non-team players, because I really don't want them to just be injecting goods into a team. But I'll see how that's going to work out here in the future. Now I'm going to go ahead and we'll change this, and we're going to go for Team B taxes. Actually, no, you know what? We're going to leave this one, and we want this to be treasury bank account, because these are again just going to be taxes that go to the world government, and will tax if you have demographic overachiever requirements. So I'm going to go, excuse me. Okay, else if buying and has not, let's see here, we'll go buying and demographic requirements, Team A. There we go. Then this one's going to go to Team A taxes and percent, and that'll just be good right there. Alright, demographic requirements, good, 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 else if. Or we'll go ahead, can I add another one here? There we go. Demographic requirements, and this is going to be, yep, we'll set this to demographic requirements. Ooh, you know what? I could probably set this to currency requirement. As currency is expected, matches currency Team A coins, then tax team A taxes. This one's going to be team B coins. And we'll add a then over here. And we'll go tax. And this one's going to go to team B taxes. Amount is going to be %. Number is going to be currency amount. And we'll tax at 2%. Prevent if unable to pay. Yes. Alright. So let's see how this works. Okay, this needs to be an or clause, so I don't think okay, yep, so we'll have to remove that one. Yes, and remove this one. Yep, and create another one down here. There we go. Else. And demographic, let's see, no, we'll go currency requirements. And we'll go team B coins. And we'll go ahead and we'll tax. Target is going to be team B taxes. Amount is going to be a %. There we go. Of currency amount. And 2%. And prevent if unable to pay. Set to yes. Okay, so this will now, if I'm understanding correctly, this will now tax 2% taxes on all team B coin transactions, and it'll go into the team B taxes, which then the team B leader can choose to use for allocation for government funding for various different projects, laying down roads, etc., whatever. And then the same thing will be done up here for team A purchases. I've got a currency demographic requirement. If you're team B and overachiever, you pay a 5% tax on all purchases, whether it's in your, whether you're purchasing in someone else's store, or if you are, selling, someone's selling something at your store. Either way, you're going to pay a 5% tax on all of those. Then we've got overachiever, same for team A. Then if you're an overachiever 7, so you've played 7 hours or more on the server, then it's going to be a 7% tax on all purchases, or sales, actually, even. So if someone's buying something at your store, you're going to pay a 7% tax on that as well. And then same for team B here. And now we've just got the currency here that basically does a 2% tax on all team B or team B coin purchases. It doesn't matter what demographic requirement you have. And I believe we'll let that one go. And that one's kind of set up there. So that's just a general sales tax. And I think we're just going to leave this a currency, we'll leave that like that. That's getting money back out into the world. This one does a tax if you're a team A and you're entering overachiever 7. It taxes 10% of your current wealth. Overachiever 7, this is 5% on entering the demographic. 5% of your wealth, of course. And I think we'll leave that for today because I've run out of time. I'm hoping to get this thing set up and actually running either later this evening or at the latest tomorrow evening, depending on how much time I actually have to get this set up and working. I will go ahead and send out an alert to everyone on my YouTube channel as a post, and also on my Discord channel to let everyone know the server started and open for participation. Alright everyone, thank you for watching. Hopefully this hasn't been too boring and has been a little bit instructive on how to go about setting things up. And I will see you in the next video. Alright everyone, take care. Ciao.